Hi everyone, welcome to another video lecture. Before we start this video lecture, I would like to ask you to like this video if you like it, subscribe if you are new to this channel, and check out my book 10 Days to the Ultimate You. You can get it now at a 50% discount. Okay, so let's just start, and I apologize for the background noise. So today we're going to talk about Tor browser. So we're going to talk about what it is and how it is different from a normal browser, right? All right. So first of all, what is Tor browser? As its name suggests, it is a browser. Okay. So just like any other browser, Chrome is a browser, Firefox is a browser, Internet Explorer is a browser. So Tor is a browser. Now Tor is the abbreviated form of the onion ring, the onion routing. Okay, so if you know what onion routing is, you will know what Tor does exactly, right? Let me break these terms down for you so you can better grasp the subject. Routing, as you know, is a way of communication between different networks over the internet. Right? Routing helps in selecting the path for the data or the traffic that goes from one node to another node. That's what routing is in the simplest form. So if this is source, this is destination, there will be multiple routes. Okay, data can travel from source to destination via this route, or this route. Right? And this is source, this is destination. It doesn't mean that data is always going to travel from source to destination. If destination wants to send something to the source, this becomes source and this becomes destination. So different nodes basically, and there are multiple routes, and routing helps in selecting the best path or the best route between two nodes for the data to travel, right? Now there are different types of routing, and onion routing is one of the types of routing. So in onion routing, data travels between nodes, and this data is encapsulated or encrypted, right? Just like there are so many layers to an onion, that's why it's called onion routing. There are so many layers to an onion, right? So this data contains many layers. All right, and these layers are peeled off by onion routers on the way to destination. So suppose this is data, this is kind of like, let's say this is an onion. Doesn't look like one, but you know, we all know how it looks like, right? And we all know there are so many layers to it. So suppose this is data. This is first layer of encryption or encapsulation. So this data is encapsulated or encrypted, and there are so many layers around, right? And when it travels from source to destination, and we are talking about the onion routing, so when it travels from source to destination, these layers on the way from source to destination, on the way to destination, there are going to be several onion routers, and these layers are peeled off one by one by all these routers. Okay. Now, because of this layering, these routers will not really know anything about the sender of the data or actual data, right? So a high level of anonymity is offered, and Tor, or the onion routing browser, offers this communication, or you can say works on the same principle. Okay, so I hope it is clear how Tor browser actually works, the onion routing principle basically. Now let's see how it is different from a normal browser. In a normal browser or any other browser, when you are browsing and visiting various websites, the contents of the web traffic or the data that is being exchanged such as online transactions or email exchanges, that kind of data is encrypted in normal browsers, right? But the name of the site, location, etc. are still known in normal browser. If you are using the Tor browser, not only the data being exchanged is encrypted, but the location or website it's also encrypted, so complete anonymity, and there is no way to backtrack the sender or source. Connections between nodes, when you're using a Tor browser, even the connections are encrypted, and this is because Tor browser makes use of its own path or its own network to reach the destination. So when you browse something using Tor browser, browsing is what? Client is sending a request to the server, right? So when you browse something using Tor browser, browser is used to kind of like on the client side, right? Client will send a request to the server using browser. Okay, so if you're using Tor browser, the request from the client to server is made from a completely different network and different set of nodes. These are called Tor nodes or Tor network, right? That being said, there are still many service providers, email providers, banks, where encryption is used at the beginning of the URL. But when we're talking about Tor browser, if someone is trying to observe or spy over the connection when you're using Tor browser, they'll not know what websites you're visiting. So third-party trackers and ads can't really follow you. Once you're done browsing with the Tor browser, cookies will be cleared automatically and your browsing history will be cleared too. Okay, so that's the main difference between Tor browser and a normal browser. Now I hope you remember we talked about going incognito or incognito mode in browsers. Tor is also different from that, okay, because it seems that it is somewhat similar to that, but it's not the case. So now let's see how it is different from incognito mode. So incognito is a local concept. Local, you know what I mean by that is, when you're using incognito, no details such as browsing history and no details are stored in your system, right? So it is a local concept. No details will be stored in your system, but your ISP, your internet service provider, still has that data, still has those details in their server. So nothing is being stored on your system. So if somebody is using your system, they will not really know what websites you're visiting and all of that. But your ISP or your internet service provider still knows, right? They still know the details. If you're using the Tor browser and your ISP tries to check your history, they will see a web request with the Tor network and nothing else. So if you're using incognito mode, normal browser, we're talking about incognito, your ISP tries to check your history, they will know it. But if you're using Tor browser, even your ISP will not be able to check the history. They will not know anything, right? So they will just see a web request, some web request was made with the Tor network. So that's the main difference between Tor and incognito. Complete anonymity or privacy, right? So that's it for today. Hope you learned something. If you did, like this video, comment down below any suggestions, any feedback. Check out my book. Don't forget to read it and review it. And if you have any other suggestions or feedback, please comment down below. You can even send me an email, right? I'll see you next. I'll see you in next video lecture, whenever that may be. Till then, take care.